And I'm from Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. I work in the coffee industry in many ways, including retail, wholesale, roasting, consulting, equipment distribution, and etc. I'm also the competition coordinator for SCA Canada chapter. Today I'll be roasting on the Stronghold S7 Pro, a washed Kenyan Kiandu. So with this roast, we're going to use the default setting of 170 and 165 just to make things a little bit easier. And my starting heat settings are 5 for hot air, 8 for halogen, and 8 for agitation. So I'll be using 600 grams of Kenyan washed. Start. So right around turning point, which should be around a minute and 30 seconds, I will be increasing the hot air, which is the main source of heat, to 9.5. I have the halogen at 8 right away. I have a little bit higher because the beans are a little bit denser than your regular Central American coffees, and I found that with washed Africans like this coffee, use of halogen can really dictate how the flavors come out. So right now during the drying phase, this is a very important phase where you control the buildup of pressure and also building up your precursors of chemical compounds that's going to be playing a big impact on the flavor, acidity, and sweetness during the yellowing phase. So we're at minute 30-ish now, and RoRi is at minus 2.3. It should be creeping up quite quickly. And I'll be going to 9.5 now. So now we have 9.5 for hot air, 8 for halogen, and 8 for agitation. We're going to keep agitation the same the entire time, just to keep things a bit simple. And you can expect the peak RoRi to be around 5, a little bit over 5 maybe in this case, and for us to hit that between 3 and 4 minutes, probably closer to 4 minutes. So we're hitting 140. It's called a color change at 140 at 4 minutes and 30 seconds, and we're going to go down to 4 on the halogen here. We won't force the yellowing phase too hard. Now this is a really, really important stage where a lot of chemical reactions do happen. I don't think anyone really knows exactly what happens per coffee, but for this, if you prolong the drying phase too much, you can get savory notes, rocky notes, and it does come out in different flavors depending on what coffee you use. So for this coffee, I know that there's a lot of date notes, stir anise, and blackcurrant notes. So in this case, I would say if you prolong it too much, you're going to get a lot of overloading amounts of star anise notes, maybe even peppery notes, and some undefined vegetal notes. I'm going to go down to 9 for my hot air, and immediately you're going to notice the red line dipping on the screen. So I peaked around 417. Okay, so at 160 I'm going to make another heat change. 8.5 for the hot air. And once again, you're going to see the red line tapering really nicely here. So with the more traditional roasters, you do have to very often drill a hole in the inlet section to really monitor your hot air temperature. But in the Stronghold, it is already built in. So you can really monitor and control your hot air setting, which is the most significant heat source in this case. So I'm hearing a few pops here and there around 7:30 mark, 165. I'm going to hold off on marking the first crack a little bit because I know that we're going to hear really, really nice strong rolling first cracks. And since I'm starting to hit the first crack, I'm going to go down to 2 in halogen. And we'll let the heat retain in the drum and the hot air do the rest. So we're hearing a little bit more and more. There you go. Really nice rolling first crack around 750. And very nice sweet notes there already in the aroma. So after first crack, I prefer to follow development time than DTR. So I'm going to aim for exactly 90 seconds, which puts us at 9 minutes and 20 seconds. So right now, as moisture is leaving the coffee beans, the probe is detecting the moisture, and we're seeing a little bit of a fall in the ROR, which is very, very normal. Alright, so we have about 30 seconds left. And we'll go down to 7 hot air, just to make sure that we're not going to have some spikes in the ROR at the end. It's 2.7 right now. Let's try to end below 2 before we drop it. Maybe around 2. A little more. So 15 seconds left. 10 seconds left. We'll really reduce the heat. Okay, so exactly 9:20. You can check out my profile on the Stronghold Square platform.